Hi everybody, Stuart here, and today I'm going to show you the updated Skillcapes once again, because today, 3 weeks after they were updated in the first place, they've had yet another update, which in part also brings you back an option to toggle back to the old capes. So I'm standing here in my defense cape, and if any of you have seen the last video, you would know I didn't like how they changed the colours. It seems that they've actually changed the colours back to kind of what they looked like before. But basically what they've done is they've actually widened it out so it doesn't look like a bit of paper. They've like a bit of straight card like it kind of did before. I also said it looked rubbery with the lines that I had along. They've removed them and they've added kind of, it looks much more like fabric lines, and actually it looks so much better. The thing that they haven't done is got rid of these tassels, and I really don't know why they're there. They bug me quite a lot, which is quite a shame because the back of it actually looks really nice. Otherwise, if I look at the construction cape, you can see here again they've actually changed the trim colour back to how it was before. I think they actually had a problem with their palette, and actually it was kind of to do with they were just kind of off, so they've went back and they've had a look again at them, and you can see here that the prayer cape is it's still not quite white, so they've not quite managed to change that, but they've certainly made the colours a bit more how they were before. The Dungeoneering cape trim again, it looks more kind of how it used to. So obviously they've redone it, they've re-looked at it, and the summoning cape now is no longer that shade of blue, which actually in some way is, well, it's obviously much more right to the old capes, but in some ways it makes me a little bit sad because I kind of like the old blue, the blue that it was for 3 weeks anyway. And it looks even less blue than the original, although it was only very slightly blue. It was mostly white. Range again, they've actually added the old trim colours back. And fire making, yeah, it's still dull, still a lot duller than it was, but I still feel it looks that they've been putting a little bit of effort in to make these look more like they did before. Certainly with the ones that were bugging me. I know they had a forum thread open that asked about colours and things, and specific things you didn't like about the skill capes, and I think on there that's probably where they've gotten most of their information on what they need to change. So I'm actually really quite happy because that looks like the cape it's supposed to, but it's these tassels at the front still bug me, so I think it would probably be a good idea to leave my POH and go have a look at what the old skill capes, how to toggle back the old skill capes. So the way to do it is basically to go to any skill cape vendor. So I actually just recently got my farming cape, and I'm going to be uploading, or will have uploaded, a video getting 99 farming, and so I'm just going to go to Draenor and speak to Martin, the master farmer, and once I speak to him it should be able to toggle back into the old skill capes. Now the only thing that they've changed with the old skill capes, they look exactly the same, but the only thing they've changed is you can now keep the hood that's added to it, and you can actually keep safe both versions of the capes as well, so it's quite interesting. So if we speak to Martin the Master Gardener, see here, I've noticed there's a couple of versions of each skill cape. If you click on that, and I say I would like to wear the old version, and then you can just choose one cape or you can choose all capes. So we'll choose all capes for the sake of this video, and you can see instantly the capes changed back to how it used to look. So it might be appropriate to go somewhere and it's got slightly lighter graphics. I know that Draenor Village is a dark and kind of bleak looking place these days. We'll go over to Falador and have a little look at the old capes and what they look like with the hoods on. Okay, so here I am wearing the defense cape, and again it just looks exactly like it did before, but it's got the hood on it. Personally, I actually think, I'm not 100% sure about the hood on the old capes. Blinking out. The clipping issue there is horrendous, isn't it? It's good to see they have the old hoods back as well. I had a slight worry that they weren't going to give us the old hoods, but this kind of shows you why they got updated in the first place. This kind of clipping, I kind of hoped that they would sort it. They obviously haven't bothered. That's okay, I suppose. Now I wore the construction cape a lot before they updated it, so it's one that I really like. Again, the hood kind of looks weird on the old ones, but I think I'll get used to that. And the farming cape, I was pretty glad that they let me have the old one back, because actually the old farming cape I didn't think really needed an update. It's a very cool cape. So I'll have a little flick through all of these. They just look how they did before, back to their usual selves really. No changes here. It's kind of funny because you can actually see, the extent to which the graphics were updated when you go back and actually look at these old capes. Some of the symbols on them, like that symbol there on the back looks absolutely crazy, and the other one I didn't really like was, as much as I like the Skillcape, that skull is so low graphics, it's unbelievable. Magic Cape I like a lot. I like the old one. The new one, it was okay, but the old one, it's a lot better. Those clipping issue, I think it's because I've got the modern. It's because I've got the modern body, one of the more modern bodies. So the clipping issues are absolutely terrible. I hope they do sort them. I've got a funny feeling they might not though. So the other thing that they updated today, actually back to Draenor Village, I should have remembered when I was there in the first place, is Diango's shop interface. So hopefully they'll made it a lot better, because I know like most people like me have put most of their holiday items, just left them with Diango, because actually they can't be bothered to make them take up bank space. So we'll head over to him. I was actually, one more thing about the Skillcapes, I was actually quite glad that they made the Skillcapes look better rather than just bringing back the old ones, because although I wanted them to bring back the old ones, I'm really glad that they've made the back look less straight and less, like, they've taken on board their feedback quite obviously, which is really good. So maybe, I'm going to wear some of the old Skillcapes like this one, but I'll probably pick and choose which ones I want to have old and which ones I want to have new. Right, so Diango's over here, and if you trade him, hopefully the interface will be, no, not the trade interface, obviously, retreat. So you can see this interface has had a massive overhaul. Here's all your items. They've just put tabs in. Holiday items, weapons, armor. Goodness, I've got quite a lot in here. Skill sets. I've got more in here than I knew I had. And what's this one? Cosmetics. I never knew I had a tattoo. Could have sworn I never had them. They're rare. It looks kind of ridiculous, not gonna lie, but still. Anyway, so basically all they've done with Diango is given it tabs, but it makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Okay everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.